fix our agenda. Let me fix our agenda, guys, please. So today we are going to be understand what is DevOps. We're going to be understand what is DevOps for today. In tomorrow, we are going to be understand what is Azure and what is the difference between Azure versus DevOps. So this is an exactly class for tomorrow, but today we are going to be understand what is an exactly DevOps. We are going to be understand. So this course is designed with complete DevOps plus complete Azure plus Linux basics. So first we're going to be starts our course will be starts with what? Linux. We're going to be starts with what? Linux. Then we're going to be starts with what? Azure administration, which we are going to be covering. Please, Git administration we're going to be covering. Then after completion of Azure, we're going to be discuss about DevOps. So this is an exactly flow of our class. So before starting the session, let it be course overview. This course is designed with what? Complete DevOps, complete Azure administration, Linux basics with shell script. The total duration of this course is 5 months. It will take 5 months. Total duration is, it will be 5 months. So Azure duration itself 2 months plus. So DevOps duration is 3 months. Total how much, guys, please? 5 months. If you join in this course, so you require a Linux basics that I will be covered. And shell script also required, that also will be covered. No programming like Java, .NET, Python not required. So to learn this course, so practice daily, you require a laptop with this configurations. So either freshers can join or experience, anyone can join, either freshers or experience, anyone can join in this course. So minimum graduation is graduation. Any graduate can join like this, like a BSc Computers, MC, MBA, BTech, MTech. Any graduate can join in this course. If you join in this course, which are all the benefits? So daily class recordings, after the payment, you will receive via Google Drive. From date of registration, it is 11 months access. So resume preparation, interview question and answers. For live real-time projects, it will be covered. 80% of software will be covered. Our course starts with very basic level, finish with what? An advanced. Finish with what? An advanced, please. And each and every session is a practical oriented session. I will implement in front of you. The same thing you're going to be implement in your laptop also. So after completion of this course, you will receive a certificate from our institute. So daily 1 hour session. Daily 1 hour session, 7 PM to 8 PM. Monday to Saturday. So you're going to be paying 12,000 rupees for complete DevOps, for complete Azure, and for daily recording sessions, guys, please. It is an exactly course overview. And so before starting the session, so I'm going to be ask you, so before starting the session, so let me introduce myself. So my name is Maha. I have totally 15 years IT experience. So my career starts as what? Java developer. Then I turn as a DevOps engineer with AWS as well as Azure also. So from last 5 years onwards, I'm working as a senior DevOps engineer. Senior DevOps engineer. So before starting, so I'm going to be ask you 3 questions. So what are the first question I'm going to be ask you? What is an application? Second question is what? What is a server? Third question is what? What is SDLC? So what is an application? Anybody help me? Application is nothing but what? A website. Application is a website like a Flipkart, Book My Show, IRCTC. These are all we calling as what? Website. We are calling as what? Applications. What is an application? Anybody help me? The working software which is written any programming language, we call as what? Application. That application we are going to be placing on server side. We're going to be placing on server side, please. So once if it is placed on server side, once if it is placed on server side, we can able to access our internet as a website. So I'll repeat this point, listen very carefully. What is an application? Anybody help me? Application is equal to website. Application is equal to website. The website we're going to be placing on where? Servers. Once if it is placed, we're going to be accessing our internet as what? Website. I hope you people are understand. And third question is what exactly? SDLC. SDLC. So what is an SDLC? Please, anybody help me? Software development lifecycle. Software development lifecycle. In SDLC, we have several stages like analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. So these are all stages we have. These are all the stages we have. Analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. So by helping of SDLC, we can produce an application. That application we are going to be placing on server side. Then we are going to be accessing as a website. So means by using SDLC, we can produce a software to do business in internet. To do the business in internet. So, for example, if you want to, a Flipkart kind of application, like a Redbus kind of applications, can able to get it overnight? Can able to get overnight in a single day? No, it is not possible. It is not possible. So what we will do, please? Step by step, stage by stage. So what are the first step, guys, please? Analysis means gathering information, means how exactly login page, how exactly registration page, how exactly the payment gateway, each and every information will be gathered from where? Client. How exactly the business model, what is the business, what are the purpose is doing business, what are the scope of this business, what are the market, each and everything it will be gather and analysis. Based on analysis, it will be design. Based on analysis, it will be design. Design is nothing but what? Plan. Design is nothing but what? Plan. According to the plan, our developers will be implemented by using Java, .NET, Python, implement by using any programming. By using any programming, our developers will be implement. So once if it is implement, so our testers will be verified whether it is working or not. It will be verified. So once if it is verified, so then we are going to be placing on hundreds of servers. Once if it is placed on hundreds of servers, once if it is placed on hundreds of servers, so we can able to access our internet as a website. Whether it is working or not, we are keep on monitoring and maintenance. This entire flow we are calling as what? SDLC, software development lifecycle. In this SDLC, So architects are involved, developers are involved, testers are involved, Linux administrators involved, DB administrators involved, DevOps engineers, AWS administrators, Azure administrators, all people are involving in this flow. If you are IT employee, if you are a software employee, you are part of this diagram. You're part of this diagram. You're part of SDLC. So testers can verify the software. Developers can write the code. What about DevOps engineer here? What about Azure people here? Understood very clearly. What is an exactly DevOps engineer do here? So as a DevOps engineer, we are going to be implementing a DevOps process. As what? DevOps. That means our roles and responsibilities start from where? Dev environment. Ends with where? Operation. That means, so we are part of coding. We are part of build. We are part of testing. We are part of release. We are part of deploy and operation monitor. But to be frankly, we are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are going to be implementing an automated DevOps process. An automated DevOps process. So once in implement DevOps process, we are going to be delivering automatically, which is written by developer, that code automatically deploying onto the production environment. The lines of code, which is written, the lines of code by developer, it's going to be deploying on production environment, quality or not, with a low cost or not. It is a DevOps. So what is a DevOps? Anybody help me? Is DevOps is the technology? No. Like Python, like Java? No. It is not a technology. It is a process. DevOps is a process. DevOps is a process. DevOps is a methodology. DevOps is a process. So while implementing this DevOps process, make sure whether you are going to be delivering working software within a shortest time or not, with a high quality or not, with a low cost or not, is nothing but what? DevOps process. Is nothing but what? DevOps process. Is nothing but what? DevOps process. So by using DevOps, which are all the advantages, guys, please, we can able to deliver fast and frequent. And we can able to improve n number of deployment. And with high quality, with low cost, with a low failure rate. So these are all the features and advantages by using DevOps process. So once if you're replacing with what? Transparent pipeline. Sir, what is a complex pipeline? Our SDLC process is complex. DevOps process is a transparent. Sir, why we are calling SDLC is a complex? Because of it is a manual process. Because of it is a manual process, from analysis to design, design to implementation, implement testing. It is a manual process. It is a manual process. So due to the manual process, if you got an issue in the middle, so to identification it will take long time. For resolving, long time. That's what we're calling as a complex. So to understand one more time, so we have a water pipeline underground. Somewhere else we have a blockage. How difficult to find it? Very difficult. Am I right or wrong? For identification it will take long time. For resolving also it will long time. That's what we're calling as a complex. But what we're expecting is, please, we're expecting a transparent pipeline. We're expecting what? A transparent pipeline. But the same block in a transparent pipeline. By one look itself, we can able to find it or not? By one look itself, we can able to find it or not? Yes, we can able to find it. We can able to find it. And we can able to resolve this issue as soon as possible. So how exactly you can feel it here? The same way our DevOps process also. Because if it is a transparent pipeline, because if it is a transparent and automated process, while implementing this, if we got any issue, any problem, can able to find it very easily or no? Can able to resolve it very easily or no? Yes. Yes. So that's what we're calling as what? DevOps is an automated transparent pipeline. But actual DevOps transparent pipeline look like this. The actual DevOps transparent pipeline look like this only. Clear all of you? So in this DevOps transparent pipeline, we have a plan, code, integration, testing, release, deploy, and operation. Plan, code, integration, test, release, deploy, and operations, guys, please. So in this DevOps transparent pipeline, our roles and responsibilities start from where? Coding. Ends with where? Operations. Ends with where? Operation. That means we are part of coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, operation. So while implementing this DevOps process, so we are not part of planning. We are not doing any planning. We are not doing any coding. We are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are going to be implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline from dev environment to production environment. Got it? It's very clear, all of you. It's very clear, all?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, sir. But let us understand a little bit deeper. Let us understand. So developers keep on writing code or no? Developers are keep on writing code or no? Yes. That code is going to be maintained by DevOps engineer. We're going to be maintaining. Writing is responsible by the developer. Maintain is responsible by the DevOps engineer. And then, so how many developers are writing? N number of developers are continuously writing. So developers are continuously writing. As a DevOps engineer, we continuously integrate. So once if it is integrated, all developer source code, so we are going to be execute our test cases. We're going to be execute our test cases. So once if it is an execute, if there is no error, we are going to be delivering. We are going to be delivering into release. This entire process we are calling as what? CI/CD, continuous integration, making working software. We are going to be a deliver, continuous integration, continuous deliver, CI/CD. So once if it is implement CI/CD, we are going to be deploying our applications on hundreds of servers, either physical servers or virtual servers or Azure cloud servers. We can go for Azure cloud servers. And once if it is placed our applications on hundreds of servers, we can able to access over internet as a website. Clear? That's it. So whether it is working or not, so we are continuously monitoring and maintenance. This entire process which you are calling as what? DevOps process. DevOps process. This DevOps process, either we can implement physical servers or virtual servers or cloud servers, any cloud, either Azure or AWS or Google. Understood very clearly where we are, what we are going to be learning. Fine. But if you want to implement this DevOps process, we have to understand some tool stack. We have to understand some tool stack. The first which we are going to be implementing CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous delivery. There is a two ways. One is a raw way or else Azure way. Both we are going to be learning. Raw way we are going to be implementing, and the same thing we are going to be implementing in Azure CI/CD pipeline. Both. Both that. Azure CI/CD pipeline. Both. So first let us understand raw way. Means Git is a version control. Git is a version control. So which is written by developers. Keep on writing lines of code or no? That code is going to be maintained by Git in a version wide. Once if it written the Java code, we are going to be executing by build tool Maven. Maven is a build tool. Maven is a build tool. So once if it is an execute our code, we are going to be integrate by helping of Jenkins. Jenkins is an automation. Jenkins is a automation tool. Jenkins is an automation tool. And we are going to be learning JFrog also. JFrog is a code analyzer. JFrog is a release. Sorry, repeating. JFrog is nothing but what? Release. JFrog is a release. And we are going to be learning SonarQube. It is not in syllabus, but if we have, definitely, if we have time, definitely we'll discuss SonarQube also. So by helping of these are all the tools, Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, we are going to be implementing CI/CD pipeline. But the same thing we are simulating in, same thing we are going to be understand one more time in Azure DevOps also. It is a raw way, and another way, Azure CI/CD pipeline also. Two ways we're going to be learning this. That's what we're taking 5 months, more time. Fine. And then, so after implementing our CI/CD pipeline, CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous delivery, we want to deploy our applications on hundreds of servers or no? Hundreds of servers or no? These hundreds of servers, how we can able to automate? For example, I want to create a file on 100 servers. Do it by manually one by one. How much time it will take? Just creating one file, 100 servers, and how much time it will take? For example, if you want to install a software, for example, you want to delete a file. If you do manually, how difficult? Please think about it. But what you wanted? An automated process that we are going to be implementing by helping of configuration management. So these hundreds of servers, we can automate, we can automate by helping of configuration management. So what is an exactly configuration management? Replacing with what? A manual configuration process with replaced with what? An automated process. This configuration management supported by Ansible. And so many tools we have. But we're going to be learning Ansible. So by using Ansible, hundreds of our production servers we can automate. We can easily deploy our applications. But these hundreds of servers, from where we can able to get it? Azure. By using Azure, we can easily get hundreds of servers. On top of hundreds of Azure servers, we are going to be deploying our application by using Ansible. Clear all of you, please. So not only deploying our applications on Azure, we can able to deploying on Docker also. Sir, what is a Docker? Docker is a container. Easily we can able to deploy our applications, please, like a Flipkart kind of applications. To understand. So I think you have real-time containers in your. So I think you have an idea about these containers. How these containers work? Same way. my Docker containers also works. But by using these containers, we can able to transport seafood. If we transport a seafood, any product. But by using our containers, we can deploying our websites like a Flipkart, Amazon, Book My Show, Redbus. We can able to maintain our websites very easily. Not only deploying our applications on Azure servers, we can able to deploy our applications on Docker containers also. But these Docker containers can manage by whom? Ship. How exactly the ship can manage these containers? The same way, my Docker containers can manage by Kubernetes. We're going to be learning Docker and Kubernetes. The same we are going to be implementing in Azure. Azure also, please. AKS. Azure Kubernetes services. We're going to be learning Azure Kubernetes services also. And we're going to be learning Vagrant. Vagrant is a virtual provisioning tool. Negios is a system monitoring tool. By using Vagrant, we can able to create a virtual machines in your laptop. By using Negios, we can able to monitor our servers, whether it is server is up and down. So what is the CPU load? We are going to be monitor. We're going to be learning Elastic, Logstacks, Kibana monitoring tools also. How exactly our application is performance? We are going to be monitor. We're going to be, and we're going to be learning Terraform also. By using Terraform, we can able to create a infrastructure, means servers in any cloud, either AWS or Azure or Google. By using Terraform, we are going to be creating infrastructure in Azure. So by using these all the tools, we are going to be implementing our DevOps process. We're going to be implementing our DevOps process. So I hope you people are understands very clearly what we are going to be learning in DevOps portion. So today we understood very clearly what is DevOps. In tomorrow's session, we are going to be understand what is Azure and what is the difference between Azure and DevOps. That is a session for tomorrow. Okay. So, and before taking a questions only, so we are going to be start with what? Linux basics, then Azure, then DevOps. It's a flow of our classes. So Linux, it will take 15 days. Azure, it will take 2 months. DevOps, it will take 3 months. There is no fast track and no hurry worry. We're going to be learning in depth, practical oriented. For example, if you go for Ansible itself, we're going to be discussing 3 weeks. CSD itself 1 month. Docker and Kubernetes, we're going to be discussing 1 month. So we're going to be start very, very basic from very scratch, and each and every component we're going to be understand, and each and every functionality we're going to be do practically. By end, we will do one project in each and every model. This is exactly our approach. Okay. So let us revise one more time. So what exactly we are going to be. So total duration of this course is what? 5 months plus. It include complete DevOps, complete Azure, Linux basic and shell. So shell script I'm going to be covering. Linux basics I'm going to be covering. No programming is not required. So you have a required to practice this sessions. Freshers can join in this course and experienced students also can join in this course. Any graduate can join in this course. Any graduate can join in this course. So daily recordings you will receive after the payment via Google Drive. From date of registration, you're going to be accessing 11 months. Resume preparation, interview question and answers, for live real-time projects, I will be covered. 80% of soft materials, yes, we will be. Our course starts with very basic level and finish with what? An advanced level. So in each and every session is a practical oriented session. And after completion of this course, you will receive a certificate. You will receive a certificate. So daily 1 hour session is more than enough. So 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. So Monday to Saturday classes. So you're going to be paying 12,000 rupees for complete DevOps, for complete Azure administration, as well as recording sessions. If you want to talk to admin, please talk to 9297 929777. It is my admin number. You can call or you can WhatsApp. You can call or you can WhatsApp. So this is exactly my course content. So what I'm going to be covered in DevOps, what I'm going to be covered in DevOps, in Linux. So you can able to. So first document is what? Course document. Second document is DevOps content. Third document, Azure content. It is still loading, please wait. Here is. Look at once what I'm going to be covered. With around maybe 20 pages of DevOps content. 20 pages. 10 pages of, I think, roughly 10 pages of Azure content. Okay, please revise once. Okay. So that is exactly for today's session. Okay. So before close the session. So do you have any questions? Please ask me.
So do we cover Azure administration plus Azure DevOps?
Both are.
As well as DevOps.
Both are same. Azure DevOps and DevOps are same.
Azure DevOps and DevOps are same. But I think those are different. Azure is a common source where you can adopt for AWS DevOps.
No, so process DevOps is same. If you go for anywhere else, DevOps is same. Either go for Azure or go for AWS. Process is same. What we are going to implement, everything is same. But in Azure, we have a separate pipeline. In CI/CD separate pipeline that we are going to be learning also. Azure CI/CD pipeline that we are going to be learning. Not only raw way. So with these tools and as well as in Azure also, we're going to be, that's what we're calling as Azure DevOps.
So, 4 real-time projects we have. 4 real-time.
Yes.
So those projects we going to do in lab or like?
So I will show in the same class itself. We'll implement in the same class itself. We're going to implement. So every day is a practical session. Every day is a practical session. Slowly we can understand each and every component. And each and everything we're going to be practice. So in the live, same way, how we are practicing each and every day, by end, we'll do one project by helping of this entire model, either CI/CD or Docker, Kubernetes, or else Ansible. So we'll do one project by end. So how we are going to implement one task that we are calling as a project in the same class itself.
Can we keep that project in place?
Yes.
So we're going to do in class itself.
Yes.
It's all on laptops.
Yes.
So can we expect any placement assistance?
Talk to admin. So I will provide resume preparation and regarding that. Centric question I will put. Any placement regarding that. So talk to admin, they will help you.
So within 11 months access.
That is recording.
Only recording.
Recording access 11 months
Okay.
from date of registration. So any questions, please, online students? Pavan, Rajesh. Manjuna, Tejas, Vishal. Any question, please, online students? Yeah, Tejas, please. So what is the question, please? Online students, do you have any questions, please?
Sir,
One second. So Tejas had this question: the DevOps content covered will be based on AWS or Azure. We are joined here is only Azure. We covering only Azure, no AWS. Sorry, we can't expect anything AWS here. That is different batch. AWS DevOps is different. Azure DevOps is different. But in both places, DevOps is same. Okay, but way of implementation, way of process is different. Means on which cloud and Azure only. No? Is this Azure DevOps or no? Yes. We're going to be implementing on Azure only. Yes. Changes. Azure DevOps, we are going to be learning. Yes. Yeah. So is there any other questions, please? Still, your question, please. Both are cloud and Azure or AWS, both are cloud. Both are cloud. So what is the cloud? Why we are using cloud? What is the Azure? We're going to be learning tomorrow. Tomorrow session. The music will be there tomorrow. Fine. Okay, but for you, for your understanding, for his question. So for example, what is the difference between Azure and AWS? So by using these two, we can able to get a rental-based infrastructure, and either servers or cloud, any kind of thing, we're going to be getting a rental-based infrastructure, either by Azure or AWS. Both are same. GCP also same one. Okay, but some companies are using Azure, some companies are using AWS. That's what we're learning. AWS DevOps is separately, Azure DevOps is separate.
Most of the companies prefer
for this question, I will please answer to this question, please. For example, I want to buy a shirt in online. My preference is Amazon. Your preference might be Flipkart. Who can decide this? You force me to buy in a Flipkart me? Can I force to buy in Amazon? Customer depends. So, but we can see in the market. So first leading this point is AWS. Then second place is Azure. Market as per the market standard. So slowly is gradually is increasing, and market occupation is gradually increasing by Azure. But top is AWS always, because if it is first to cloud provider.
So where can we get the course content?
I shown, you know, I pasted content to you.
So
Please take this photo. Just pasted this link in the browser, you can able to access. All of you students, please be take a photo. One second. Please take it. Fine. So we're going to be learning Linux also. 15 days of Linux first, basics, fundamentals. Then we start Azure. Then it will take DevOps, and that's what it will take 5 months. That's what fees also very high. Okay, fine. So that's it, guys, please. So we'll discuss about tomorrow what is Azure. Okay. What is the difference between Azure and DevOps? That is the class for tomorrow. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your time. We'll be continued by tomorrow at the same time, same place. So in the last session, we understood very clearly what is DevOps. What is DevOps? We understood very clearly. So the yesterday session, it is already uploaded in the YouTube. So Azure DevOps tutorial by Mr. Maha at 7 p.m. So you can able to watch from here. Who are all new joiners for today, you can able to get it this from our YouTube channel. So Durga Soft Solution YouTube channel. Fine, it is already uploaded. Fine. So before starting the session, so first let us fix our agenda. Let us fix our agenda, guys, please. Let us fix our agenda. Let us fix our agenda, guys, please. So today we're going to be discussing about what is Azure. What is Azure? We are going to be discussing for today. In the last session, we understood very clearly what is DevOps. In the last session, we understood what is DevOps. Today, we're going to be understand what is Azure. What is Azure? We understood. We are going to be understood for today. So before starting the session, so I'm going to be ask you one question. Please answer to me. What is an application? Anybody help me? What is an exactly application? Application is equal to website, like Redbus, like Flipkart, like Hardstar, any kind of website, cart, or any kind of website, we are calling as what? A application. What is an application? The working software which is written, any programming, we are calling as what? Application. That application which you are calling as what? Websites. So if you want to deploy this application, if you want to place our applications on hundreds of servers, if you want to maintain this Flipkart kind of applications, we required a infrastructure. We required infrastructure. So what is an exactly infrastructure, please? What is an exactly infrastructure? Anybody? If you open a dictionary, what is the meaning? Infrastructure, for example, to conduct this class, DevOps class or Azure class, we require infrastructure or not? We require infrastructure or not? What kind of infrastructure to conduct this session? Fans, lights, AC, chairs, laptop, TV, projector, internet connectivity, my water bottle. So these are all infrastructure is required to conduct this Azure classes or no? The same way, my question is, for maintaining our applications, for deploying our applications, what kind of infrastructure we require, guys, please? We require servers, we require majorly, we require servers, we require a network, we required databases, we required storage. So these are all major infrastructure is required to maintain our applications. To maintain our applications. So from how many places, how many ways we can able to get this infrastructure? How many ways to get infrastructure, please? We can able to get either. We can able to get either. We can able to get either physical form, physical environment, or virtual environment, or cloud environment. So for maintaining our applications, for deploying our applications, we require a infrastructure. This infrastructure, either you can able to get it physical environment or virtual environment or cloud environment But tell me, what is a cloud compute, please? What is a cloud compute? What is a cloud compute? What is a cloud compute? What is a cloud computing? So what is the question I'm asking, please? What is a cloud computing? Listen very carefully. If you can able to access the remote placed resources over internet from your laptop is nothing but what? Cloud computing. So let us understand a little bit deeper. So what is an exactly cloud computing? What is an exactly cloud computing? What is an exactly cloud computing, please? If you can able to access, the remote placed resources over internet from your laptop is nothing but what? Cloud computing. So for example, it is a data center. This data center is physically exists somewhere else in remote. This data center is existing in somewhere else in remote place, like in US, Singapore, Mumbai, somewhere else. The data center is like, so the huge computing power, keeping in a rack wise in a big room, we calling as what? A data center. It is a physical exist. From this data center, if you can able to access a server, a network, a storage in a virtual form, over internet from your laptop is nothing but what? Cloud compute. Cloud compute. I'll repeat this point. So these data centers are exist. One second now. These data centers are existing in where? Physically somewhere else remote placed. From this remote place, if we can able to access a server, a network, a storage, a database in a virtual form, if we can able to access or control over a internet from your laptop is nothing but what? Cloud compute. But by using cloud, we can able to get a rental based infrastructure. Rental based infrastructure. By using cloud, we can able to get a rental based infrastructure. Rental based infrastructure. By using cloud, we are not buying anything. We're going to be getting a rental based infrastructure. Example, which is easy for you: build, then use, and select, then use. Always select, then use. Always select, then use. So ready-made things is very easy to use it. For example, if you go to if you want to go to railway station, example, if you want to go to railway station, by car. How many ways we can able to get a car? Two ways. One is buying car, another way rental car. Which is easy for you? Just for reaching railway station. Are you really buying a car? Or else book a wala cab. It is very easy. Even if you have money, 10 lakhs rupees in your pocket. So why you wasting money on it? Instead of buying car, you can able to book a wala cab within 10 minutes. The car is available at your doorstep. Getting into the car and reach your railway station. What are the tariff? Maybe 500 rupees you can pay. But instead of that, if you want to buy a car, we need to pay a front amount of rupees 10 lakhs minimum. Then RC, pollution check, insurance copy, driving lessons. If you don't have driving, driver also required. And monthly maintenance.
But it is cheaper if we go with the family.
Even Wala cab also family, no?
So for every member, we need to pay.
But 10 lakhs rupees we need to upfront, you know. As a friend purpose is what? Go to for railway station only. Just for reaching railway station, you go to be spending 10 lakhs rupees or 500 rupees. Purpose is reaching a railway station. Okay, fine. The same way, just for deploying our applications, Flipkart kind of applications, are you going to buy a server? Or else are you going to be book a rental server? Which is easy for you? Which is easy for you? Definitely rental servers only. So by using cloud, any cloud, we can able to get a rental infrastructure, either servers, network, storage, or anything. Anything we can able to get rental based, and we are going to be placing our applications, and whatever tariff we're going to be paying. Whatever the tariff monthly, we are going to be paying. So this is what exactly cloud. Any cloud is a rental based infrastructure. Instead of buying, we are going to be taking a rental infrastructure for maintaining our applications. So for maintaining our application, we require a infrastructure. This infrastructure we're going to be getting from where? Cloud. But so which cloud we are going to be using it? Which cloud? But if we are using a cloud compute, so what is an advantage, guys? Please, storage. We can able to get a servers. We can able to get a private cloud. We can able to get a public cloud. We can able to get a hybrid cloud. We can able to get a databases, direct applications, and mobile apps. And these are all the benefit by using a single cloud computing. These are all why we are using cloud compute, because of these are all the benefits. Security also, yes. Security is also, yes. But if you want to become a cloud provider, if you want to become a cloud, can able to become, if you have a 100 billions of dollars you have, can able to become a cloud? No. So we have to follow some rules and regulations. Then only we can become a cloud provider. But which are all the rules, please? On demand, broad network access, measure their services, resource pooling, rapid elastic. So by following these rules, these are all the rules and regulations, then only we can able to become a cloud provider. Then only we can able to become a cloud provider. What are the first one, guys, please? On demand. On demand is nothing but what? When you want a server. What is the meaning of on demand? When you want a server. When you want a server, the server is immediately ready for your purpose. For example, if you go for physical server, can able to get immediately? If you want to buy a laptop, can able to get immediately? Like this? No. But on demand is nothing but what? So when server you want, immediately we can able to get it in cloud, but physically, virtually not possible. But in the cloud environment, when you want, immediately we can able to get a servers and ready to use, but physically not possible. Rental based. Yeah. So after creating a server on demand based, and we can able to log in and we can able to access over internet from anywhere in the world easily. We can access, we can control. So major services, we are going to be getting a rental based infrastructure or not? We need to pay rent for every month or not? So it will be calculated based on hourly based. It will measure and it will be calculated. And we are going to be paying rent for every month. Means like a utility bill, like current bill, mobile bill, like this. Then resource pooling. Resource pooling is nothing but what? Duplication. So we have one original server. From that original server, we can able to duplicate. For example, we have one laptop here. Can able to duplicate 100 copies. I'll give you laptop. By tonight, please make it by tomorrow. By tomorrow, can able to make 100 copies. My laptop. Physically, no one. But cloud, yes. And cloud, yes, because if it is a logical form, we can able to duplicate n number of times. So rapid elastic, based on requirement, automatically servers will be increased. Based automatically servers will be decreased. We calling as what? Rapid elastic. So these are all rules and regulations has to follow by cloud provider. And one more thing, and two things. We have two models. One is deployment models, another is service model. So what is a deployment model, please? So while deploying our applications, we are going to be getting infrastructure or not? We're going to be getting a server or not? For example, we are going to be getting a server, maybe RAM, CPU, whatever maybe. Public means what? So your application, my application, your website, my website, it's going to be placing on a same kind of hardware, RAM, CPU, whatever maybe. Means the hardware resources will be shareable to multiple applications. But whereas private, for example, tomorrow I'm going to be start a financial application. Some application should be placed on a specific RAM, a specific CPU, which is not shared to any other. That is we calling as what? Private. Hybrid means what? The combination of both. The combination of public plus private we calling as what? Hybrid. For example, so we are using any financial thing like Access Bank or any banking applications. So my application servers in cloud, by my database servers in my office. The combination of your on-premises database servers and cloud servers, the combination of these two we calling as what? Hybrid. But the community is nothing but what? No one using it is a futuristic. It is a more secure than these three. It may be in ISRO, like, high level security like NASA kind of thing. Okay, fine. And then what are the next, please? So deployment models we understood. What are the next, guys, please? Service models. Totally we have three service models: SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. IaaS. SaaS means what? Software as a service. Software as a service. We have already built a software like, any app kind of applications, or else Microsoft kind of applications, SAP kind of applications, or we have an application we already built. We can deploy, we can keep it on the cloud, we can market it. So we are keeping software in the cloud. We can deliver to the client based on the license. He can able to get a money. So we are not part of this. As a Azure admin, as a DevOps engineer, we are not part of this. Okay. Then PaaS, platform as a service. Platform as a service. So for example, you require a platform. For example, Java, .NET, Python. So for example, if you want to practice Java application, what we have required, please? Directly can able to execute programming? No. First, we have required a hardware layer. Second, operating system. Then software. Then only we can execute Java program. Am I right or wrong? But what cloud said? So don't worry about hardware. Don't worry about operating system. Don't worry about software. So these three layers I'm going to be providing to you. You can directly execute your program. As a developer, no need to worry about hardware. No need to worry about operating system. No need to worry about software. Directly he can able to execute code here. So platform as a service, maybe Java platform, .NET platform, Python platform. So this is belongs to developer, not by you. And IaaS, infrastructure as a service. Infra means what? Maybe service, maybe network, maybe storage, maybe databases. So we are part of IaaS. As a Azure admin, we are part of IaaS, infrastructure as a service. Got it? So the entire cloud segregating the services, 3 categories. So SaaS kind of services, PaaS kind of services, IaaS kind of services. But we are going to be part of what? IaaC. So which are all the services, which are all services belongs to IaaS, we are going to be learning, maybe computing power, maybe networking, maybe storage, maybe networking. Understood? Here is the point. Why we are discussing this point? Here is the slide, please. So the whole cloud services segregating 3 categories: SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. So we are not doing any application. We are not programmers. We are admin zone. That's what we are part of IaaS. Only IaaS related services we're going to be focused, because we are going to become Azure admin. Fine. So means these are all provided by which cloud providers, please? So many we have. So many cloud providers. So many cloud providers are available in the market. But leading cloud providers are AWS, the first place. Second place is Microsoft. Third place is Google Cloud. So these 3 are leading cloud providers. Means either Azure or AWS or Google has to follow these rules and regulations. What we have discussed. These rules and regulation has to follow by any cloud provider, either AWS or Azure or Google. Then only they can become a cloud provider. If it is miss any one feature, any one rule, they can't become a cloud provider. Out of this, we are going to be learning which cloud, guys, please? Microsoft Azure Administration. Microsoft Azure Administration. So why we are using Microsoft Azure, please? So Microsoft Azure is 5 times cheaper than AWS. 5 times cheaper than AWS. But leading is AWS only. It's true. We should be agreed. First place is AWS. Second place is Azure. But so compared to AWS, Azure is cheaper. First point. Same. So the servicing kind of license, for example, Microsoft license kind of things. Microsoft products. So if your company using Microsoft product, then Azure is the best than AWS because of, so it is a Microsoft product. And more than 95% of Fortune 500 companies are using Azure. Slowly is migrating more companies into the Azure. Got it. So why we compare with other clouds? So these are all 3 major points we should be compared. Yeah. So by using Microsoft Azure, so what kind of services we are going to be getting, guys, please? Either maybe computing power, or maybe storage, or a database, or a network. So these are all things we are going to be getting in a virtual form. By using Azure, we can able to get a, so these are all Microsoft Azure providing a cloud services such as computing power, storage, database, network. So these are all infrastructure we are going to be getting in a virtual form. Is nothing but what? Microsoft Azure. Not only Azure, in AWS also we're going to be getting same kind of things. So, but it is a second largest cloud provider. First is AWS, second is Azure. Second largest cloud provider. That's what we are going to be learning. But by using Azure, so which are all the services, which are all the modules we're going to be getting as, please? Computing power, networking, storage, databases, identity access management, and management. So manage cost management, application management, whatever may be. So these are all the models we are going to be discussing in Azure. So under computing power, so these are all the major services we are going to be covering. Under networking, these are all the major services. And storage, these are all the services. From database, these are all the services. For identity access management, so these are all the things we're going to be covering. These are all major, but the complete detail, so picture we are going to be giving in a content. We had Azure content. If you see that, we can detail manner. Fine. So by using Azure, we can able to get a networking, we can able to get a computing power, if we can able to get a storage, we can able to get a databases and security, means identity access management, and this is a complete picture. So what the point I want to understand, please. So for deploying our applications, for maintaining our applications, we required a infrastructure. This infrastructure, either we can able to get a physical environment or a virtual environment or cloud. But which cloud we are going to be using as, please? Azure cloud. Azure cloud. Azure cloud, please. So to understand this, by using this computing power, so what we can able to do it. So let us understand diagrammatically, guys, please. So for example, first by using cloud, we are going to be establishing a network first. First, we need to establish a network. Without network, we can't be use any device, even laptop, even mobile also, we can be. So first, we are going to be designing a network. It is a network. Then, so we are going to be creating a servers, means computing power. By using computing power, we can able to create a application servers, database servers, and whatever may be. And we can able to create a databases also. We can able to create a databases. So on application servers, we can able to keep your Flipkart kind of applications, so Hotstar kind of applications, or whatever may be. So, but their customer information, login information, we are going to be maintaining on where exactly, please? Databases. So application maintaining on where exactly, please? On where exactly? Computing power. Computing power. Let it be right down. Computing. Then databases we are going to be using for customer information, like in a tabular form. So once if it is done from our internet, we can able to access our internet by using your client, like a browser. So which you have in a laptop, Chrome browser, which you are using, opening this Chrome browser, it is a client. From this client, so we are going to be request, means it might be either login page or registration page, whatever may be. My application server will be processed, whether it is your valid user or not, or a right credentials or not, you provided, it will be validated with a database and the response sent back to the client. Understood very clearly. But where exactly we can able to keep our customer, for example, storage, external storage, like in larger kind of files, images, videos, audios, where we can able to keep in databases? No. So that is the reason. So we are going to be using storage. We are going to be using storage. So we have a different types of storages we are going to be learning as please. So for deploying an application, what kind of infrastructure we require, we can easily get it from where exactly? From cloud. Which cloud? Azure. After getting this infrastructure, by using this infrastructure, we can able to implement our DevOps process by using CI/CD pipeline. Azure DevOps. So by using Azure, we can able to get this infrastructure. On top of this infrastructure, we can able to implement DevOps process by using Azure cloud, we can get a infrastructure. On top of it, we are going to be implementing DevOps process. What is a DevOps and how exactly we implement? We understood in the last session. Understood very clearly. So by using cloud, we can able to get a infrastructure. On top of the infrastructure, we are going to be implementing DevOps process. I'll write down. I'll write down here, please. So we can deploy our applications, means websites, on cloud infrastructure, cloud infra by using DevOps process. What is the DevOps? We understood in the last session. What is the cloud? We understood for that to Azure cloud. Any cloud providing the same kind of infrastructure, either Azure or Google or AWS. Okay. So this is what exactly for today's session. And before taking your questions, please, before taking your questionnaire, so this course is suits for, this is going to be covered AWS, sorry, Azure administration, and it's going to be covered Azure DevOps, guys, please. Azure DevOps, these two will be covered. So we are going to be start with the Linux basics. Then Azure DevOps. So after completion of this course, you can able to search for cloud admin, cloud developer, Azure admin, Azure developer, roles, job roles, which you are going to be suits for. You can apply for these roles. Job roles, please. Understood. So, and you can able to do certification. AZ 900 means fundamental, functional things. AZ 104 means administration. And AZ 400 is a DevOps. So these are all the certifications you can able to do it by this course. You can able to crack, you can pass, you can complete your certification also. So these are all the roles you can able to cover. So these are all the certificates you can able to do it. And before taking your questionnaire, so let us revise course overview. So who are new joiners, then let them get benefited. It is a complete DevOps, complete Azure, Linux basics, Shell script, it will be covered. So total the course duration is 5 months. Total duration is what? 5 months. It is the Linux basics, it will be covered. I will be covered. Shell script, I will be covered. No programming is required. We have a required laptop to practice daily. So freshers can join in this course, and experience also can join in this course. Any graduate can join in this course. So which are all the benefits if you join daily class recordings after the payment via Google Drive? Resume preparation, I'm going to be helping with you. Interview question and answers, 4 live real-time projects, 80% of soft material. Our course starts with the very basic level and finish with an advanced. And each and every session is a practical oriented session. So after completion of this course, you will receive a certificate from our institute. So daily 1 hour session, Monday to Saturday, you are going to be paying 12,000 rupees for full DevOps, full Azure, and daily class recordings. So if you want to talk to admin regarding fees, so 9297 929777. Got it? If this number is busy, then if this number is busy, then call this number. It is a course content link. What exactly I'm going to be covered? So I will be right down here. So please, this is a DevOps content. It is a Azure content. Please look at once. Please look at once. Okay, fine. So who want this, please take a photo of this. Better further communication. So the next class on Monday. So we're going to be start regular session, how to create how to create Azure account, how to create Azure server virtual machines on cloud, Azure cloud. So practically we are going to be an experience on Monday. Our practical sessions or regular sessions will be started from Monday. There is no session class. There is no class on this Saturday and Sunday. The next class on Monday with same link. For this Saturday, they have no class, but every Saturday we have a class. So the classes are Sunday to Friday, Monday to Saturday, but this Saturday no class. Every Saturday we have a class, but this Saturday no class. The next class on Monday with the same time, same link. We'll meet on same link and same time. So that's it, guys. Please, do you have any questions? Please, you can ask me. Any questions, please? Our online students. Do you have any questions, please? Fine. So will we continue on Monday with same time, same link? Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, guys, please. So will we continue? Thank you.
Yeah, hi, good evening. So I'm sharing my screen. So I hope everyone are there in yesterday's class, right? Any new person? Okay, so what we discussed yesterday, just I want to summarize first. So first, yesterday we discussed about Android definition, then followed by why we need to learn this course. And after that, we discussed something about syllabus, what we are going to cover in this syllabus, and what are the duration and all we covered yesterday. Now, I want to elaborate the words which we discussed yesterday in a definition. So what the definition of Android? Here we discussed a few things. One is open source. First word we discussed about this open source and operating system. Next is the development environment. So development environment. The next word is the Linux kernel. So with these 4 words, we discussed definition of Android. So here, first word, I coming to this open source. What is open source? Anyone? So you have any idea about an open source? I'm not asking about the Android. I'm asking the meaning of open source.
Open source is nothing but it is open to all and it is free to all.
Yes, exactly. So it's a freely available to this. So free software, yeah. So generally open source, it's a freely available. Like say, for example, if I'm developing in a .NET. So for the .NET, there are some restrictions. Up to certain stage, the .NET can be provided as open source. After that, if you want to go in a more tools and all, it should be paid. So it should be paid. But here, no payment for this. Means for Android development, if you want to do an Android development, no need to pay anything for the license. License in the sense that is for the development environment. So for the development environment, no need to pay. Like for example, if I installed Windows in my laptop, Windows operating system. So for that, we need to pay. If you won't pay, what it says, it's after a few days, it says that trial version has expired, your license has expired. So it says something like that, and it cannot support all the features. But here, Android is not like that. So it can be completely the open source. No need to pay anything for the setup to develop an Android application. So then if any software which is open source, major benefit is we can get majority of the source code. So we can get the source code is free of cost. So we can get easily source code. From the source code also, we can do some elaborations here. This. So that is the first one. Here we will get the some part of the source code also the free. So that we can do. So without paying anything, we can get some part of code and we can get the support for this. So this Android is having the huge community. So in this community, easily we can get the support as well as the code, example, lot of examples code that all are available. This. So that is coming into the point of open source. Next, I'm coming into operating system. So what is operating system? Anyone? Operating system? What is operating system? So operating system is nothing but it's a simple words. I'm explaining in a generalized words. It's a bridge between software and hardware. Software and hardware. So what is that software and hardware? See, if I took my mobile, if I took my laptop, so yeah, if I took my mobile, so in case of that mobile, I have camera in my application, that is a hardware. But if I want to capture an image, for that I need some software support. So what is the support I'm getting from the software to hardware? In between, something is needed that we can say as an operating system. So it's a, someone said here, interface. Exactly. If you are, means first I'm saying here it's a generalized word, it is a bridge between software and hardware. If you want to talk in our IT terminology, that is an interface. Maybe why I said bridge initially means maybe someone could not understand the word of interface. So the interface is nothing but it's a interface, means a bridge. Interface is nothing but here bridge. So it will between the bridge. So it can be support for this. So as already we discussed, this operating system is for nowadays lot of electronic gadgets like mobiles, tabs, TVs, cars, auto, watch, etc. So many is there. So many gadgets are coming nowadays, etc. So many devices are coming. So this Android operating system we can install, means we can use this, we can install a lot of applications. So that is a easily we can get this lot of devices. So then next is the development environment. So what is development environment? So using this we can build applications, we can build apps. So what kind of apps we can build here? Already yesterday I told this, static and dynamic, both kind of applications we can build. So, and what is static? Static means it's a fixed inputs that could not be changed later, but dynamic means every day the data is updating from the database. It is interacting with the database. So using this Android, we can build two types of environments. So two types of applications. One is the static, other is the dynamic. So both applications we can build using this. Then next, Linux kernel. So this I already told, it's a part of the architecture. So always the Android is run on the top of the Linux kernel, top of the Linux. So how this top of the Linux kernel, just I'll show you some picture here. So here, if this is my application inside, what is inside is there, this is my application, this is my app. So here between this, what is the space? So someone said we will start. Yes, we can, we'll do that both cases here, front end as well as the back end. So here, this is what is the space between these two circles is nothing but here Linux kernel. So this is the this space. What is the space between this? This is the Linux kernel. So Linux kernel. So this Linux kernel always means first as a user. So this is a user, I'm sending one request. As a user, what I'm saying now, I'm saying that open contacts application or open camera, open gallery, some request I'm sending from my phone. So it is traveling through this Linux kernel. Then what I'm saying now, always it is interacted with the user with respective of Linux kernel. So this is the request and this is the response. So because of that, I'm saying this Android apps always running on the top of the Linux kernel. So that is a reason. It's inbuilt of the architecture of that. So it is on always run on the top of the Linux kernel. So this is about the Linux kernel. So then this is about the 4 words which we discussed yesterday. One is an open source operating system, development environment, and the next is the Linux kernel. So after this, just we will see the history of this. So what is the history and how this has started? So every programmatic language has some history. So who invented this Android? Anyone? Anyone knows that? Who invented this Android? So nowadays, if I ask who is the owner of the Android, everyone says that it's a majority of the people says that Google. But actual invention as done by Henry Rubin. So who is this Henry Rubin? So Henry Rubin is the person, actually he is a Java developer. So in 2003, he was a Java developer. So when he was a Java developer, one day, he went to shop to buy one camera. He want to buy one camera. Then there you see he compared, and then he compared one thing, that is a camera, and one is the digital camera. One is the digital camera. So he compared both, like a normal camera has very less price, digital camera has very high price. Then he asked the shop owner, so why this much of this? So he says that he compared the features. So this has zoom in feature, zoom out feature, and you will get clarity here. And here it is kind of some, what are the differences between this normal camera and digital camera? He explained all the things. Then finally, he understood one point. Only the major difference between these two is software. He understood that. So the digital camera has some software. Normal camera does not have that much of it. It is also have some software, but it is not have that much of intellectual software. So it has one intellectual software. Because of that is the reason this camera has the more cost. Then he thought that, so why can't we implement one application for the digital cameras? So then he started a company, and company name called Android Inc. So he started that company. So that company, nothing but it cannot be possible with a single person. So along with him, his friends, 3 members also joined. So then they started R&D. What is R&D? So all are Java developers. R&D, research and development. They are researching the things. So their intention was to develop a digital camera software. They started with to start a development of one software which is suitable to the digital camera. Then this is the year of 2003. From the 2003 to 2005, okay, they got one solution. In the span of 2 years, they got one solution. So what is that solution? Just they had this basic camera application. They got simply, okay, they got some architecture kind of thing. Okay, this is the possibilities are there. Okay, this they have the basic. After the basic, they got a lot of inputs, and they says that, okay, this we can go with a lot of things and all. So just one thing I want to cover here. Just if you are any other, if you have questions kind of thing, I'll give you the last 5 minutes to ask those questions. So like any course related things, I'll answer your questions last few minutes. Okay. So now they got the solution and they are working on that. In 2005, they released a basic version of that. After that, they want to enhance the software. and they are doing an R&D. And what happens? They struggled with the funds. They got the solution. Okay, means they know if you go in this way, definitely we get the solution. But they stuck somewhere with the funds, because these people initially they are already working somewhere, but in 2003 they have started the organization, and there is no extra income. So they, because whatever the amounts they have already, they invested on this company from last 2 years. So they struggled with the funds. They have solution, but if you want to implement that solution, it need lot of funds. So from the 2005 to 2007, they approached lot of companies, some companies and all. So in 2007, they released one static version of software for camera, So then they documented all their thoughts in a clear picture in one document, and they approached a lot of companies like Nokia, Sony Ericsson, who is the, on those days, who are the mobile providers. They approached a lot of companies. Finally, the Google has accepted there, and in 2007, this is acquired by Google. Means they has released some funds to do the R&D things for the features perspective. But what is their goal, that feature? So they thought that why can't this R&D to stop for the cameras? Why can't we implement this for the mobiles? That is their intention, because on those days, every mobile which has, it's a very basic mobile. So we know that basic mobiles, what are the features as given by the manufacturers? We are using only those, but they want to update that like our laptops. Because in my laptop, if I want to install some software, I can install that software. But such kind of facility is not there in a mobile. So they asked to build such kind of application in this. Means they want to build one operating system based on this Android. So operating system and development environment to build the apps to run on the specific environment. That is their feature goal from the 2007 to 2009. In the span of these 2 to 3 years, they want to reach this goal. Then Google has acquired, and they invested on something on this. Then second level of R&D has started on this. Second level of R&D is started on this specific area. So finally, in 2008, the first version of Android as released in a mobile. So first version of Android mobile as released in a market with the company of Sony. So with this company of Sony, they released in the first version of Android mobile in 2008. But this is not a full stable version. So that days, in 2008 days, where the other mobile softwares are available is Symbian, Java, .NET. So like these kind of other applications which are already, they are providing, like means Java, in Java JTM is there. In .NET there is a mobile version. Symbian is one, other is the farm. Like there are various other softwares which are there. So this every other manufacturers are not showing interest means like Nokia is there, Sony is there, Motorola is there, lot of mobile manufacturers are there, but no one is not showing interest to jump into this Android version, because this is also similar how this mobiles having this Symbian, Java, J2ME, farm, this kind of same application. This is here also in 2008, what is the version first released in the market? With that also, the people cannot install any other new application apart from the manufacturer has given. So then why we can go with the stable to new application, even though we can also think that any new product will come in a market until it's a good, until we get the good comments and all, we cannot go and buy those such kind of products. So like that, every manufacturer are thinking that. Then after that, in a 2009, they succeeded as 2009. They succeeded as a operating system. So they released operating system in a market. Still, even though they said that Android is now operating system, you can install apps in an operating system, but still no people as not showing an interest on this version. Why? Because operating system is available, but there is no apps available in a market to install on this operating system. So then what they did, they developed a development environment. So this already they targeted in a development environment. They targeted in 2007 itself. This is development environment. So they developed this environment by end of 2009. Means almost we can say it's a December. So I consider it as a 2010. Once this development environment has released, so slowly one by one software companies also started developing the apps. Then one by one manufacturers are showing interest. So some one manufacturer as came and they started their devices on this, and next one, like in the span of next 2010 to 14 or 15, 4 to 5 years of span, it became a huge in a market, because every 6 months or 1 year, these people are giving the major changes, major updates, which are the people not expecting that kind of features they are giving, they are releasing in a market. So because of those reasons, in a 4 to 5 years of the span, this has occupied the 70 to 80% of the market in worldwide. So even if in case of our country, right now it is 85 to 90% of mobiles are Android, remaining are the iOS. If you go with the worldwide statistics, it's a in between of the 60 to 70% of Android devices, and the next 30% of the devices are iOS and other is there. So this is how this became in this. But in this gap, lot of versions are released. Those current version is the Android 12. Then before that 11, 10, like it is from 0 to this, all versions has came here. So the each version here has some name. So that name also here, see, for each and every version there is a name. So the name is very interesting here. So how it is interesting means, see here, A, B, C. So A, B, these two are not a stable version. So they're not given any names on this here in a market. From C onwards means it's a following alphabets only. See, we can see now each version, it has having the name from the alphabet, like it will start from the A, B, C, D, like that only. So C is the, anyone know that name C, which started with the C Android name? That is cupcake. So first one, this is the cupcake. Next D, donut. E. So what is that E? Eclair. So E is the eclair. Next, F is the froyo. G is the gingerbread. H, honeycomb. I, ice cream sandwich. Ice cream sandwich. J for jelly beans. K for Kit Kat. Next, L for lollipop. M for marshmallow. So marshmallow. Next, N for nugget. O for Oreo. So this, up to this, these all are the versions which are released in a market with a different, see, it is in a one structure, it is following these names. But are you finding any relation with these words? So all are the desserts. Desserts means in a food we can say desserts. It's a bakery related items. So chocolate family, bakery related desserts, we can say this. Why these kind of names? Sorry, one more is there, right? I forgot that P is pie. I forgot to write this pie. So this is the one. It's a giving the different names for this. So these all are, because Andre Rubin and all his friends always eat these kind of foods. So because of that, these names are coming like this. And here, so each version has some level of, like level in the sense Android 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 12. This is the each version, it has the one level. So about that levels in our environment, while we are installing our environment, I'll show you the levels and what is the features. So means here we will discuss each level features in detail here. Means each level, what is the features and what are the drawbacks, that we will discuss in detail of here this. So as of now, anyone have any question on this area? So I hope everyone is clear. So just moving to this next here. So okay. So just fine. So now we know this, we know the definition of Android, and next is the Android versions and history. So the next I want to come with one word, that is mobile application development. What is mobile application development? Anyone? Mobile application development. See, from past few years, mobile application development has escalated business strategies worldwide. What is the business strategies worldwide? Completely, it is changed the business strategies. What kind of, for example, so nowadays we are buying lot of things from the Flipkart, Amazon, and other shopping carts. Whatever you like, the shopping carts, we are buying lot of things in this. Why? Because initially before this, smartphones also, there is a Flipkart, there is Amazon, but people are not that much of interest to buy this. Why? Any specific reason from anyone? Because if when you are in front of the system, then only you can access those specific websites previously. But right now, all applications are your hand. When you are traveling, when you are sleeping, when you are lonely, then every time you are accessing the mobile. On the mobile, the Flipkart, there is Amazon, there is other shopping cart. So, and what is offer for the today, they are sending as a notification. So by seeing that, we are tempting and we are buying the product. The lot of things which is happening, we are buying that products and we are getting this. So in this, we are getting lot of things here. We are getting the lot of things here. So that is, we are getting lot of benefits from this. So because of that, that word I said that it has escalated business strategies in worldwide. So the mobile app almost the same as a web application, but it has major differences compared to that. Just now I said it is an always in your hand. So it is changed as this. So then in a mobile app development is nothing but just we are building the apps for the low memory devices. So what is that low memory devices? Like here for the mobiles, tablets, watch, TV, and these all are we are building for the smart devices. So, and the next, this is about the small word about this mobile development environment. Then next. So how many categories of mobiles are there? Anyone this answer categories of mobiles? How many categories are there in the market? Mobile categories? Mobile categories? In my perspective, I say only two. One is the feature phone. One is the feature phone, other is a smartphone. Feature and smart. What is feature and what is smart? So feature phone is nothing but all our basic phones which are not having the any installations facility. So just we are, what is the manufacturer has given, we can use only those like contacts, Bluetooth, camera settings, etc. So that all basic mobiles, we can say this means as a user side, I cannot install any applications. So it has less memory. And for this, just now already we discussed about that. These kind of applications are developed by Java, Symbian, Migo, and .NET. So that we can, those are the examples for this. And the next part of this is that now this is very, very important for that because this word is suitable for us now, this related to our course. So that is a smartphone. In the smartphone, we have an operating system. So we can install number of applications what you want, and it has more memory compared to feature phone. And in this, there are different different is there: Android, iOS, Windows, BlackBerry. But simply we can say nowadays there is no, almost BlackBerry is gone, almost Windows also gone. Only Android and iOS both are trending in a market. So that we are developing here applications for these two kind of this, but here we are developing this application for the Android mobile. Okay, this is fine. The next word I want to go with some other word, that is application. What is application? Anyone? We are saying that we are learning here mobile application development. But what is the meaning of application? Anyone? So, in a simple words, application is nothing but it can reduce human efforts. So how it can reduce the human efforts? See, let us consider in my mobile, there is no contacts. There is no contacts. Hardly you can remember 20, 30, maybe if you are a very genius, maybe you can remember 50, but more than that you cannot. So if it is not there, I need to write in one notebook or some diary or something else. While I'm traveling, I used to bring that. If I want to dial some contact, then I want to do this. So here what it is doing, because of this contacts application, it is reducing your work. So it is reducing your efforts. So that means simply the software which is designed to store data and provide the processing of data. Based on that, we can generate some kind of uses reports that we can say as a application. So applications we can build using different languages, that is Java, .NET, Python, then Kotlin, like etc. So many is there. Like those we can use and we can build those applications on this. This is fine. And yesterday, finally, some people has asked one question that, so here we are developing application using Android development, either it's a Java or Kotlin. But apart from that, there is some other environments, means this whatever we are learning here, this course, we will say that word as a native mobile application development. Native mobile app development. So what is the meaning of native mobile app development? Means if we are developing this application, it can be suitable to the one environment. That environment is nothing but here Android. Means I can install these applications in Android phone, not in a other phone. So that is, but is there any platform which I can create both apps at the same time? Yes, obviously. That is, we can say as a cross platform. So that is cross platform. So as I told already, few details here yesterday, someone's doubts. So if it is in a native application, it can be suitable for the specific environment. Like I want to build an Android application, I can use Android setup and I can do that. If I want to develop an iOS, I can go with the Swift or C#, then I can develop that. And if in case of native application, it is very fast compared to other of the class platform, and it can support more features, and it has lightweight. So because of the lightweight, it can be easily we can access with this. And the same if I comes to the cross platform. So what happens with the cross platform? So here the cross platform, if I develop application, it can be suitable for both Android and iOS, but it is having the huge weight. So it having the huge weight, it cannot support that much of all features which we are building in a native application development. It cannot support that. Next, these examples are here PhoneGap, Xamarin. So that is just, I'll write that words, PhoneGap, Xamarin, Flutter, React.js. So these all are the some of the applications. Using this, we can build this PhoneGap applications, but it cannot support that much of easy. It is a heavyweight, so it will take time to load those applications. So that is the reason we are going with the flexible environment, that is a native mobile development. This. So with this, we can with this native mobile application, we can get very flexible and lightweight, fast, secure applications. So because of that, we are preferring not only we, majority of the market as preferring the native mobile app development. So this is about the mobile app development and these things. So just finally, I want to summarize for today's session. So just we discussed about the Android definition words, which are open source, operating system, Linux kernel, and development environment. After that, we discussed about the features of Android, Android history. Then after that, what are the versions and version names we discussed. Then apart from this, we discussed some more other words. So what is application and what is native environment, what is cross-platform, then what kind of mobile categories. So those few parts we discussed. So in a next session, we will go with version-wise features, Android version-wise features. So version-wise features, we'll go in detail. Each version will take version-wise features as well as the drawbacks of that. So here, features and drawbacks, we will discuss each version-wise. So then now, apart from this, I want to go with few things. So here, this theoretical classes could be next 4 to 5 days. It's a theoretical classes. So to understand the Android features and environment and architecture, up to that, it's a completely the theoretical sessions for next 4 to 5 days. After that, we'll slowly enter into the coding part. So after 4 days, we'll enter into the coding part, 4 to 5 days. So in this 4 to 5 days, what are your activities? So your activities has to, first you need to go through whatever the words here we are discussing. What is Android definition? What is application? What is native development? Like this, what are the words I'm explaining now? Those you can elaborate from your side. If you have any questions, you can come with me. I can explain you. And hope everyone has their laptop or desktops. So that should be already, someone has asked that question also. What is the configuration is required? So that configuration is, it's a minimum of 8 GB RAM. 8 GB RAM. And Windows 7 and above. Windows 7 and above is suitable for this. If you have Linux, okay, no problem. If you have Mac, okay, no problem. We can install, irrespective of platform, we can install, but it should be minimum of with 8 GB RAM so that it can be support easily on your environment. If you have the less, very, very complicated to run this. And here, who are having this, maybe if you have already some old PC, like it's a Windows 7 or Windows 10 or 8 GB, but maybe your processor is less, it is supporting slowly. So such kind of people, I'll give you few solutions like development itself, how to run directly instead of running an emulator, how to run directly on your phone. That process also I'll show you once that installation process has completed, so that you can run directly application on your phone, so that it will reduce some burden on your system. So that also I'll show you that how to run that applications in your mobile. So any other questions from anyone? Any questions from anyone for today's session? Yes, someone raised hand here.
Sir, total duration in 45 days, can you elaborate what are the things you will be teaching? I mean, how many days
Yeah.
you will take it? 4 days is for theory. Then after, then 40 days will be around coding, right? So which project you will take
Yes,
it?
completely it's a code.
So I'm looking for freelancing. You know the REST API, right?
Yes, REST API.
From the web, when we are when we're sending the data using REST API, can you capture using Android? That one you have, you can show the examples there.
Yes, yes,
This
yes.
corporate
Yes,
purpose.
yes. This I already yesterday shown this complete syllabus. Here that REST APIs we are discussing here. See, web services. So
Yes.
here we will discuss the REST using the JSON format. So basic how to do the basic first level of program. And after that using advanced libraries, that is a retrofit and volley. So this three.
For okay. For after installation in C drive, how much space it should be for working this complete software projects?
Yeah. So that not like it will normally it will consume 5 to 6 GB initial setup itself. Day by day it will increase.
How much?
If you have less, if one like say initially it is it will take 6 to 8 GB space. Okay. Regularly you are updating that next version. If you update the next version, like today I install Android 10, suppose Android 10. After 6 months, I got the 11, 12 updates. I updated to 12. Another 3 to 4 GB it can take. But there is a solution. We can remove the older versions and we can update the latest version. So that it will be minimum 6 to 8 GB. It's enough for that. But who are having the less space in a C drive, you can install other drive also.
Okay. So can you show me that ID, that studio?
Yeah, it's an Android Studio.
Android Studio. Okay.
This one, Android Studio. Android Studio.
Only one, that one only you need to install, right? So
Yeah,
Java,
that
core
one only.
Java,
For that, we need.
Core Java we need to learn.
Yes,
and,
for that we need a Java.
Okay.
Yeah, for this support of this studio, we need a Java setup in your laptop. So then it can support Java, Java JDK from 8 to 8 and higher version is fine. Just you can install any JDK version.
Okay.
Then once we install this environment, it could be set automatically everything. So that process also I'll show you here. No worry. Okay. So any other questions from anyone?
So you have any class in the morning, sir? Morning 8 o'clock like that?
No.
Only night 9
No,
o'clock.
Yes, yes. Presently only 9 o'clock is going on. So I hope other people as clear. So here one thing I'm expecting from everyone has to participate actively in a class. When I ask questions, so you should answer like Either you can ask, you can type, or you can talk something, so that what I feel that okay, you are following me. If you are silent, there is a two. In my perspective, I think that two ways. One is you are 100% you are understanding. Okay, other is 0. So that what I'm suggesting you is just follow me. If you have any questions, you can ask, or if I'm asked some questions, you try to answer that. Even if it is wrong, also no problem. But try to interact. Interaction is important here. Okay. Okay, then we will meet tomorrow 9 p.m. Thank you. Yeah, hi guys, good evening. So I'm sharing my screen. So in last class, we discussed about Android history. Just I'm refreshing that. So Android history and various different versions are there. Just we read about this version names. After that, we discuss some generalized words which are like what is application and what is software. Such kind of small words we discussed in the last. So now here I want to cover now. So that is today's agenda is, today we will concentrate on 2 words. One is some key features of Android. This is the first topic for today. And next it followed by Android version wise features. So these 2 topics we will concentrate today on this session. So key features. What are the key features? So it has a lot of key features. On that few key features we will discuss here. So first we'll start from 1. So what are the key features? So first I'll start with the basic features which it can be. See, it is supported to multi-language. So how this has supported to the multi-language? So what is multi-language? So simply here in Android phone, it can support for multiple languages. How it can support? See, in my mobile, for example, you can take WhatsApp only. So you can chat, you can send the messages in Telugu, Hindi, English, or other some languages. So like that, your mobile can be supported for a multi-language. So it can be support for multi-language. The next means even when we are building our application also, we can do that. Means in our application itself, I want to go with multi-languages, you can go with the multi-languages. So that is first one I want to cover here. The next is, so this is the web browser support. So what is meaning of web browser? So right now we are using many browsers like Chrome, and Firefox, Safari, Edge, like so many browsers we are using. But here there is a inside, there is a open source engine is there, that is the WebKit engine. So here we have WebKit engine. So this WebKit engine can support to build web browser kind of applications. If you want to build such kind of application, you can build using this WebKit. Then next. So the next one is here. It is a media support. So what is media? So media is nothing but it's a audio, video, and image formats. So here Android can support multiple types of medias. That is, in case if I go with the image, JPEG, PNG, and if I'm using an animation kind of, it is a zip format. Next, if I go with the video, BMP, 3GP, and MP4, like it can support a lot of versions. So whatever types of media, it can be supported this. So that is the third feature. And the next fourth is this. So streaming media support. What is streaming media? Streaming media support is nothing but here we can access the like live. Like if it is on a live TV, I can watch live TV in my mobile, and using my mobile, I can share live. Like we are sharing Facebook Live, YouTube Live. So such kind of live streaming also it can support. Means it's a simply I can say that it can be supported for the live streaming as well. So that is the one more extra benefit. So that came from the operating system only. Because of the operating system, it has supporting these all are the features. So one is the multi-language, second is the web browser support, third is the media, and fourth is the live streaming support. And next is the additional hardware support, some additional hardware. So what is that additional hardware support? So additional hardware support is nothing but here like camera, touch screen, like I'll write here some camera, touch screen, next GPS, so sensors. So these all are the etc. These all are the examples for this support. So it can support for additional hardware support, that is camera, touch screen, GPS, sensors, etc. So it is supporting for those kind of this. And the next one, it is multi-touch. So what is multi-touch? Whatever the touch screens we have using right now, thus we can say as the multi-touch. Because see, initially there are the initial touch phones. That time when we are getting that on-screen touch, but we are not able to touch with our fingers. That time we are able to touch with some kind of, they are giving us some kind of stick. Using that stick, we are touching those. So that is a multi-touch. Then next. So these all are very, very important. And the next is the Bluetooth. So this Bluetooth also, it can be supported. In nowadays, the Bluetooth also, the range has increased by the Android support. Why? Because initially the Bluetooth we are using only to connect the headset for audio, video calls like that. But nowadays, not only that, using this, we are connecting to the IoT devices. IoT devices in sense like AC, fan, fridge, TV. So such kind of other IoT devices we are connecting through our mobile. Because of that, nowadays this Bluetooth is also playing a major role here. The next feature here it is, so that is a video calling. So the video calling support. So it's a support. Video calling is nothing but it's a almost similar to the live streaming, but there is a difference is there, like live streaming and this one. So video calling means we can each other we can see. Live streaming means only one direction. Means I'm the live streamer, whatever I'm sharing, you are able to see that. That's it. But here video calling means I'm seeing your face, you are seeing my face. That is a video calling. So that also it can be supporting this here. The next it is the external storage. External storage. What is external storage? So whatever the memory I'm getting inside the phone, apart from that, if you want to increase some extra memory, you can add some extra memory using the third-party supported SD cards. So that also all Android mobiles can support. So the next is this threatening. So what is threatening? So threatening is nothing but here. So this is the like hotspot sharing. We are sharing hotspot using our phone, and also we are connecting to Wi-Fi. So this kind of network related features we say as a threatening. So this is threatening features. And next, some of the other features also there, around 20 features, 20 key features are there. This. So next it is the Java or Kotlin support. So Java and Kotlin support. So because of Java and Kotlin support, whatever the Java features like platform independent, robust, and it can support for the platform independency. So such kind of all whatever the Java related features as well as whatever the Kotlin related features, it can support. Both are open source. It can support many things like programmatic wise. It can be supported the more. The next feature from here is the messaging. So initially, when you want to send a message, if I want to send a message, either you are sending only in the form of text. But initially, if you want to send an MMS kind of message, means media message, if you want to send that media message, it should be huge cost on those days. The network people are taking too much of amount to that, and that message as sending to the people. So that is we are going that. So now, but now it is we can use all types of like text, then media in the sense image, audio, video, such kind of you can send here. This. The next, so connectivity. So this phones has connectivity, like it can support GSM. So GSM means in our phones there is a CDMA, GSM, 3G, 4G, 5G. So nowadays it is supporting all variants. Now, along with the network providers, how the technology is developing, the mobiles also releasing in that fashion. So now whatever the latest phones, so those all are supporting to the 5G as well. So the next is the, so it can almost we covered almost multi-touch, multi-language, and different resolutions. So how this different resolutions, like I can build the application for mobile, also I can build the application for watch, I can build the application for TV, like means small to big, we can build many better features this. And the next is this, always regularly these people are providing the attractive features on UI wise, updated UI always.